You are not prepared!
Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about Devas creation, getting ready for tomorrow's big update, and what you're going to need to know, what you're going to need to have in your inventory. And you're probably like, Koi, but this is like not that big of a deal. A lot of us are already set up. Well, a lot of people don't understand what it takes to actually get to end game content, the items that you require, the stuff that you're going to need, what you don't need, because I see a lot of misconceptions on what people actually have versus what they don't have. Like, those people are farming for stuff that's not even going to help them in that regard. For instance, materials right now. Material farming is not going to help you in this regard. One, the between the economy being flooded with materials, you can buy them for like pennies right now off of the market. So there's no reason for you to like go out of your way to like get all these materials for no reason because they already stated in the update log that the materials that you're going to need for the brand new armor sets and everything are unique to the dungeon. And a lot of other misconceptions are, for instance, the gate stones. From what I heard, gate stones are going to be removed because apparently there's no such thing as these right now, and we're not going to need these. We're going to need the mythical and the legendary ones, which I think they're also going to remove from people's inventories and replace them again because I heard that we're getting these stones from a different method. Now, a lot of this is like, it's up in the air right now. We honestly won't know. I'm guessing because the devs are like, you know, they're kind of inching towards being as secretive as possible with this update and stuff like that, to the point where a lot of us are kind of getting mixed signals. And with this being the case, you guys have to worry about like not overdoing it on stuff that doesn't matter. Another thing is I see people filling their inventories up with nonsense uh, like different materials and stuff that we don't need. But I'll tell you the stuff that you do need right now, and that is going to be whatever scrolls you have. Like, obviously, hackers, you're fine. I mean, freaking, you guys got millions of these right now. But like tons of scrolls. Whether that be blessed or not blessed, you're going to need at least purple set of gear with purple weapons. And that's with skill, by the way. So that's skill based. That's a skill based margin. Now, if you do want to do it easier, then obviously legendary and unique would be the way. But with the sudden nerfs of everything getting down to power and stuff like that, it's like it's not really necessary to take that jump all the way to legendary if there's going to be a brand new unique set of gear that you're going to be getting from dungeons anyways. Depending on how hard it is to get tomorrow, we're going to have to find out. The other thing is stat points. Make sure that you do reset your stats to the according PvE stat sets. I see a lot of people going for PvP stats, and you guys need to reset your stuff as soon as possible because these attributes are only going to help you so much. Because you're going to need, like, if you're physical, you're going to need that 100% crit. If you're intelligence, you're going to need that 100% damage. You're going to need to do damage. You're going to need to heal people. Like, this stuff matters. Freaking with this being the case and a lot of stuff, we're just gonna have to keep figuring out what is gonna happen next tomorrow. But for a lot of the main stuff, I'm just telling you what you're gonna need now. So, for instance, like I said, if you are a heavy user right now, it's like it's time to drop the heavy stuff, man. It's really time to drop the heavy stuff. It's time to start moving towards the light armor. You guys need light armor over heavy armor, obviously, because the stats are better. You see the end game stats on the hat here, and then see the end game stats on the helmet here. Yes, you're more physical, but keep in mind a lot of these creatures are going to be using magic based attacks. So you're probably going to die pretty quickly compared to people like the mage who literally have major magic resistance right now. Probably like because if we look at the mage's hat, obviously magic resistance up. And if you're playing distance, then cool. You're not going to be able to play up close because of the way that the game works. And you're probably like, okay, but what if I have Spider? Spider got nerfed last patch, and it's getting nerfed. So freaking, it's getting nerfed. So if you guys don't understand what that means, Spider's nerfed. which means you're going to have to not run in and try to slap the boss with a giant sword. It's just not going to work. You're going to have to skill spam. You're going to have to play the range game. The dude who's playing tank is the only person who needs to just understand parry timing and like eat some type of buff. Like there's still some stuff that just doesn't work in this game. Like freaking for instance, shield potions don't work. So, yeah, that type of stuff is very, very important to understand. Now, since this is more of an informational video than anything, I'm just going to go over some things that you guys are also going to need, such as most likely y'all are going to need some high mining and lumbering skill. So make sure if you guys are going to work on anything, it would be leveling those things up because there might be a chance that the some of the resources in the brand new dungeon might be a part of it because it looks like they're kind of copying the same layout and plans as the crypt. So, just think of a larger crypt. That's it. So that's another important one. One of the last things I wanted to talk about is definitely just like making sure that you have a mount, whether that be a flying or a riding mount. Just make sure that you have one. Uh, any of them are fine because like as long as you just have one of them, you should be able to run across the dungeon. But by the time you get to level 50, you're probably going to have one by then. Don't forget level 50, purple armor. Just make sure you guys are good with all the other resources you guys need. I would suggest one flying mount. If you guys don't have a flying mount, I would totally suggest a flying mount. If you guys have never gotten a flying mount before, that's totally fine. Freaking just try to go to the spot. I have a video on it. But if you guys want to know where it's at, it's going to be this quest down here, which is right down the street from Zoran's house and right next to the crypt. There's a checkpoint right here. I've talked about this before. Taming in the Sky is the quest, and that's the one where you get the flying mount. All right. Well, I hope this informational video helped you guys out. If you guys need any help or anything, we are always available at the Discord. You just gotta ping me, ask me a question. I'm never afraid of people pinging me. I'm always here to ask questions. If you guys got a question that you guys want to put in the comments, that's totally fine too. I'm pretty much available as often as I can be, besides family stuff, you know what I mean? Then I'm kind of like not as available, but I'm kind of like getting all that stuff done, the Halloween preparation and everything else. So by the time this update does release, I will have free time to play it, besides obviously Halloween. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. I will see you guys in a future video. Don't forget to support the channel by leaving a like, comment, subscriptions. It's all helping the channel in the long run, man. We are really moving on to some really dope stuff by the end of this year. Lots of really cool games are going to be releasing. Lots of cool games are going into early access, and luckily I've been invited to a lot of them, so I cannot wait to try them out. We're going to have a really good time. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy and peace.